spiritual warrior. We're having a look at Scorpio season today. We're back into the swing of things. We're going to be back with regular videos. I know this year has been very lax for me on on YouTube, but hey, we're a work in progress, guys. That's all we can promise. Every day we try to get a little bit better. So I don't know whether you guys can feel the energy today. I certainly can. It feels intense, but in quite a good way. Yeah, that's the only way I know how to describe it. So let's just pull a few cards. What does Scorpio season mean for us? What do we need to know? Just on a general basis. Let's just get some general energy. Scorpio season. I'm not going to take that just yet. Scorpio season. What major arcana do we have for Scorpio season? What's the major arcana? Ah, the High Priestess. Well, it's the High Priest in this deck. So we've got a number 2. Kind of moon energy as well. That's really interesting. So, you know, really the Scorpio season, it's in time for a period of intensiveness. Oh my God, I can't speak. Transformation energy. Emotions are heightened. There's an increase of introspection, a desire to delve deeply into our inner selves. So very much kind of going within energy. The Scorpio influences encourages us to confront our fears, make necessary changes, explore hidden aspects of ourselves. And it's a time of self-discovery, emotional intensity, and potential profound personal growth, which is so interesting because when you look at the High Priestess has that inner knowledge, that intuition, that spiritual wisdom, and it's all inside of her, and it's trusting our spiritual wisdom, it's trusting what we believe, it's trusting what we see. You know, number 2, though it's number 5 in here, but I'm getting the High Priestess energy. 2 is like the union, the inner union, the decision maker as well. It's also got that Hierophant energy as well, with it being a number 5, you know, bringing in that higher level of learning. Yeah, exactly. And it makes complete sense. Exactly what we were saying about the Scorpio energy. Has that potential for profound, like I can't talk today, profound personal growth, that higher learning, that higher knowledge, higher ascension, whatever you want to call it. It's you're growing in who you are and what you are and what you want and your desires and how you want your life to look like and how you're able to bring in that abundance. What else for Scorpio season, please? What else? What else for Scorpio season? A consciousness of lack. Okay, what else? Though what I'm getting straight away from that card is that the person on the side is kind of introspective. They're looking, they're thinking about their life. They're thinking about, you know, what is it I can see? What is it I don't have? Okay, you're focusing on the lack, or they're focusing on the lack. But there is a kind of awareness here. This is what I'm getting from it. It's that consciousness of I'm here, but I don't want to be here. So that is higher growth. That is higher learning. What else have we got? Planning and action. Well, of course, you can't move. You can't develop. You can't do anything unless you plan, unless you take action. Otherwise, it just becomes a dream. It stays a dream. Friends and colleagues as well. I do feel that there's an element of you being invited to lots of different functions at the moment. I'm hearing kind of social butterfly. I feel like you'll go to some. I feel like you will preserve your energy in how you feel. It's like it's not a hermit energy. It's not that sort of severe. It's, yeah, I'm going to go out for a bit. I'm going to pick and choose. You know, I'm going to do what feels right. That higher knowledge of self. I'm going to do what feels right for me. That's exactly what it feels like. Okay, let's just bring them down here because that's what my guides are telling me to do. Okay, what else do we need to know for this Scorpio season? This energy of the Scorpio season. Okay, I'm just going to take 2 of these. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. We love it. The new moon in Scorpio. Interesting, working through your fears. So this is about the energy that's coming in, and that's exactly what we said about the energy of the Scorpio season. It highlights the fears, it highlights things that we need to work on and to work through and face and deliberate and you know, decide where we're going to go with it, and take time to breathe out. Do you know, I don't think I've ever seen that card. Take time to breathe out. Also, what I'm getting is it's like a detox energy. It's like breathe out all the things that no longer serve you. Yeah, you know, detoxification, the things that I don't want, whether that be food, whether that be people, whether that be experiences, whether it be family, you know, jobs, whatever it is that doesn't serve you. You know, there's like a shedding is what I'm hearing. What else for this for the Scorpio season? I'm laughing because I can't say it. I have no idea why. And one more, please. Okay. Oh no, we've got too many. I'm going to put those back. I just want one more, please. Just one more. Okay, let's have a look and see what we've got. Cancer, immerse and midheaven, pinnacle. You know, we've got the number 4 with this Cancer card. You know, that is a lot about our stability and about how we move forward. I mean, the first thing that they're showing me is the crab going side to side, and sometimes that takes a little bit longer. The route is not always straight. But again, the Cancer sign does ask us to deep dive into our sea of emotions and then come back home to ourselves, because we carry ourselves. It's like go out and explore. You know who you are. You can go out and explore and put on a different persona for a little bit and then come back because you know who you are. It's interesting energy that's coming through with that. There's certainly a nourishment within this energy that I've got coming through, and that's very much again like to take the breath, breathe out, make sure that you're getting rid of the toxins that no longer serve you, looking at that mind, body, spirit. And then what we've got for the midheaven is this contains clues about how your family trains you to be visible in the world, your relationship with other people's authorities, and how you step into your own personal authority. So again, personal authority is about growth. We've got a castle and all that beautiful yellow solar plexus energy, that sacral solar plexus. And that sacral energy is that sexual energy, that kundalini energy. It's about that. You know, it's like, it always reminds me of like the fire in the belly, you know, what fires you up, you know, what kind of ignites your fire and then creates enough power for it to move up into your solar plexus, where you actually step in and you're able to fulfill the dream and, you know, move forward and take that and do something with it. There's a lot of forward movement coming with this, definitely. It's interesting that I've been drawn to this animal tarot deck, which I do love. So let's have a little look and see what we need to know. What do we need to know for Scorpio season? What do we need to know for Scorpio season? Okay. See, there's the Hermit that comes up, though I don't feel like it's a really deep Hermit sort of energy. Okay, but certainly a lot of what we've spoken about. 7 of Cups. King of Pentacles sits on the High Priestess. King of Cups on planning and action. Oh my goodness me, they're falling out. Then we've got the Ten of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. Sits Seven of Cups. I'm just going to put all the cards first, guys. Nine of Cups. Got a lot of water energy coming in with this. A lot of emotions, you know. And what's interesting is that that Scorpio energy, it is that water. And you know, it's always... Scorpio gets confused in the thinking that it's not a water sign. So it's interesting that all the cups are coming forward, you know, saying, yep, you're going to feel it in your emotions. That's where you're going to get it. So, you know, just be careful with that. You know, that's why it's saying take a breath. Take a breath before you speak. Okay, Midheaven, Five of Wands, and the Ace of Wands, and the midline of the body. Midline of the body. I actually know what that means, the midline of the body, but that's what they said to me. Interesting that we've got three majors. Okay, so one more. Okay, I don't want one of those. Just one more, please. And we've got two. Okay. Eight of Wands and Death. Oh my goodness, look at that. After 5 cards down the set, the midline of the body, they said to me, draw for the midline of the body. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I've got it. Interesting, they've never said that to me before. Okay, let me make some space so I can just see what I'm doing. Hopefully you can see all the cards. Okay, so what's going on? Why is there a consciousness of lack? It's recognizing actually that you do slip into this area of not necessarily focusing on the positive all the time. And it's really difficult to do, to focus on the positive all the time. We're all going to have those times where we go into a sort of victim mentality, or somebody else is better off than me. It's human nature, and the goal is to actually try to just snap back out of that a little bit quicker. But I feel like there is an awareness is what's happening with this season. There's so much awareness about who we are and our emotions. When I asked why the High Priestess was here, we've got this King of Pentacles. So it's this grounding. It's this, you know, any king card is very much about this responsibility, this matureness, this accomplishment. You know, I've reached the top of my game, if you like. That's the energy that I'm getting here. And you know, the cow is what I'm getting is a sacred animal. I'm feeling, you know, in India it's a sacred animal, and that's the energy that I'm getting. This King of Pentacle card feels very, very sacred indeed. It's like there's a knowledge, there's a knowing, there's a groundedness in who I am. It's almost like I know who I... Do you know, there's this, what was it on TikTok? It's like, I know who I am. I love who I am. And there's this woman said, I think she's an actress, and that is what I can hear in my head, and I can't remember the rest of the quote, but it's lovely. And then also we've got the King of Cups. So we've got a lot of masculine energy here that's going on in this Scorpio season, planning and action. So taking action, you know, understanding, allowing flow to come in. Well, when we're looking at the Scorpio season, you know, what is that? We've got the King of Cups here, that Scorpio energy, that maturity, that emotional balance, that solid confidence, wanting stability in your life, stability of relationships, stability of, you know, people that are around you, wanting, yeah, the friends and family and the colleagues, not feeling trapped by anything that no longer serves you. So if there's anybody within your circle that's really not lightening you up, you're just going to walk away from them without a shadow of a doubt. It's like, I just can't deal with it. It's like, I can't be bothered at the moment. That's how I feel with that. What have we got? Work through your fears. Lots of different opportunities come up. You know, I did say in the beginning, I see you out and about quite a lot this month, this season, this Scorpio season. And again, and I feel you'll be very selective, thank you, Spirit, in what you choose to do and where you choose to go. But I feel like a lot of it fills you up. You know, it's interesting, what they brought me to is, if you have a look, I think you can see there's this heart just above the cup, and it's like, you know, what fills you up. For me, that's like the Ace of Cups. You know, what actually fills your cup, what's a new beginning for you, but in what I want to do and my choices, and you know, not doing things because I'm a little bit anxious to try something new, or it just doesn't feel right. It's like, no, it's none of that. You're just going to step forward and move through this, you know, breathe out, get rid of the toxins, get rid of the things that no longer serve you, get rid of the emotions of the past, because what you want is this 10 of Pentacles, your dreams, your hopes of having it all, the relationship, the security, the tradition, you know, everything that it represents, the community as well. I'm also getting with all those bees, and also rest. I'm getting that as well, you know, all those busy bees coming around. You know, immerse yourself in this energy, in this emotions. Don't get too overindulgent with this 9 of Cups in reverse. The 9 of Cups can be that it's a little bit too much too soon. So we want to just kind of hold back on that. It's like, you know, what this reminds me of is not everything that, what is it? Not everything is gold. Everything that shines is gold. You know what it is. What is wrong with my brain? It's that energy. So not everything that glitters is gold. Oh God, I'm so going to shut up. Okay, not everything shiny is good. Oh my God. I haven't even had a drink either. How ridiculous is that? I do apologize for just being so ridiculous. I tell you what it is. I went and did a show yesterday, and I did a long talk, and I probably did about 8 readings back to back, and I think my head is a bit fried today, so do bear with me. And this midheaven, this growth, this guiding, this energy that's kind of building up in the sacral center, moving up to the solar plexus, so you feel confident. But I don't feel that confidence is just yet there yet, because we've got this Ace of Wands in reverse kicking off with the 5 of Wands. So it's like that little bit of insecurity. It's that oh, I'm not sure, I'm having to fight a little bit, I'm not really too sure, this feels a little bit difficult, so I'm still stepping back. But I know, I love that the energy is here, because it means that it's there, it's coming, it's your decision. It's your decision if you want to step forward. But the Scorpio season is going to highlight your fears, but that's a good thing. You then know what it is you need to face and what it is you need to work through. So they said to me, and I don't think they've ever said this to me when I say they, for those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I call them they, as in my guides. They said get the midline of the body. I think that's what they said. And it's interesting that we've got 5 cards here, and what they're saying to me, this relates to the 5 chakra systems, but up to the throat, because they said to me the midline of the body, and when you go up into the 3rd eye and the crown, that's not the midline of the body. This is what they meant. So I feel like with this grounding, this survival, this feeling, this need of, you know, everything is difficult. It's like, look at, I've got what I need, but it all feels a bit spiky, and it all feels a bit stressful, and it all feels a little bit like this. And it's like, I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want this energy to be like this. You know, I've experienced a lot. We've got the wise owl here, and we've got enough food to live off, and we've got everything that we need. But I feel that in that root grounding of I need to survive, is going to become much more flowing. So that intensity is not there, the feeling that I've just got to get through each day. It feels a much softer energy than that. And of course our emotions is much more of the feminine energy, because we're going into and understanding the softness of it. We've got the 8 of Wands in reverse, so this is kind of slow it all down, baby. And that's that sacral energy, nice and slow in the sacral center. Oh dear, I don't know if I should have started this reading. It's taking me to all sorts of places. It's like when you feel that energy, don't rush through it, you know, allow it to pass through you, allow and understand it and process it. It's that, you know, don't push it down and not understand what you're being shown, because then it comes back up and represents itself to you. As we go into the solar plexus, we have the Strength card, and what massively stands out for me is this snake that's there. And I feel that there is, again, a shedding of the old, connecting to the emotion, connecting to how you feel, how you want to feel. and there's a real kind of grounding, peaceful energy that comes in, and this is what I want, this is where I want to go. As we move into the heart center, we've got the Tower in reverse, and that can be resistance, that can be blocked. What's blocked in the heart center? What are you resisting to change? Well, I've just heard, what are you resisting to let go of? Okay, so for me, what the first thing that comes in and what they're giving to me is, who's that person in your head that or in your heart, actually, thank you, Spirit, that, you know, holds that deep space, that little corner you can't quite let go of. There is something in about being fearless in letting go of that tiny little ending piece, because that fearlessness will allow you to jump forward, will allow you to expand. And then as we go into the throat chakra, we've got our Emperor. And I want to say Mr. Emperor, I don't know why. We've got our Emperor in reverse. You know, this can be a lot about controlling, attitude, stubbornness, rigidity, not really understanding that it's like power is a softness, is what they're saying. Power doesn't need to be controlled. Power doesn't need to be forced. There can be a gentleness with power. There can be a wiseness with power. And I feel that you're not, first and foremost, is seeing your power, understanding your power, and also really knowing what to do with your power. I feel like with these 4 feathers here, there is a stability that's coming in. There is a foundation that's being laid. So we've got this stability coming in with these 4 feathers here, like holding it down. And what I'm being shown is that, you know, there's so much power in your voice. It's interesting that this sat in the throat center here. But it's in the reverse. So there is something that you find difficult. There is something that you find difficult in speaking about, something that you define in speaking your truth and stepping into who you are. So I don't feel like that's completely, I don't feel like you're completely shut down there. I feel like it's just a development of where you are. It's just like a process of, I'm more comfortable in where I am. I'm more comfortable in moving forward. But it's with a softness. So it's very much with a feminine energy that we've got going on here. Okay, let me just pull out some guidance cards. Okay, can you give us some guidance, please, Spirit, on what we need to know for this Scorpio season? What do we need to know for Scorpio season? Okay, love it, love it, love it. Gold, the cup of replenishment, and that's that number 16. It's the Tower. The Tower's coming up a lot, you know, and that's when we look into our emotions. We do have, you know, like a wake up moment, a shake up, looking at things differently. We do see things differently because we need to see things differently. You know, it's like we need to be clearer. We need to have that right. Let's take off our rose tinted glasses and really see what's going on in our life, what's real. And we've got the eternity symbol here. So that's, you know, the growth, the aspirations, you know, that karmic energy that, you know, you reap what you sow and you just stay in your grounding. Okay, guys, let's just pull. Oh, okay, now that one didn't want to come out. One more to finish up. Joy and contentment. And never, ever forget the power of joy. You know, the thing that lights you up the most is joy, is doing things that you love, being light in this realm. This is where we are in the 3D realm, being content with what you have. And if you're not content, then making positive steps to change that for yourself and just, you know, really allow yourself to ground. I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a gentler couple of weeks as we move through, but we are still coming. We've got the full moon coming in Aries, so that will also be interesting. And yeah, still I feel like we've got another eclipse as well. So all right, my lovelies, I hope that's helpful, and I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.